Fambule una ado. This na cycle John. It's exactly 1 after 8. As we've been promised una, as the elections they get closer, we the then and now like promise for bring stakeholders of Sierra Leone for come discuss national issues. As the flyer been non go out around the world, today we've been tell una say we dey invite one of the prominent lawyers na Sierra Leone and the former ACC boss, lawyer Ade Macauley. So today, e dey with we na here for talk about very, very important issues dem wey una suppose for know, especially regarding the ECSL, the elections wey dey come. But before we go further, I just want for make we guest introduce himself. Over to you, sir. You are welcome. Hello?
Yes, good afternoon, good evening, Fambule. When you watch, yes, you get me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, I dey get you.
You get me now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, good afternoon, Fambule. When you watch and listen to this program, in Adi Macauley, um, a lawyer, a barrister, legal practitioner, and a public interest litigator, a member of the All People's Congress Party, and also the deputy campaign manager for the Samora 2023 Western Area region.
Okay, thank you so much. Lawyer Macaulay, we don't see you tweet them. You don't dey tweet a lot about wetin dey happen with within the ECSL regarding for make they release some very important data and information wey go like wey na normal thing wey ECSL suppose for do. So Fambul can't tell Fambul them really wetin dey happen, wetin dey go on.
Well, Fabulem, I decide for take on social media for bring to the wider public the attention some of the things and way we now the APC get concerned over regarding the conduct of ECSL and the chairman of ECSL regarding the electoral management process. You know, for let you get any credible election in any country, the credibility get for come out from the electoral management body and also from the head of that particular body day. And the credibility they come out from the behavior of the ECSL itself and the head. If you are transparent in the sense that you make the public aware of steps that way you intend for take with regards to the election and bring on board political parties the way na the end users of the product we ECSL they and the products and services we ECSL they provide. Then if you fail that test, then people will get very difficult, you know, situation where they not will believe the ECSL because by their conduct they lack credibility. And this brings me to one of the prominent issues where na the voter register. The voter register significant in many ways. One, it is stop fraudulent activities during the electoral process. That is when you get a comprehensive and credible voter register, it prevents people from one, double voting, where you don't vote, you go, you come back for can't vote. And secondly, it ensures say people will not register for vote, no go vote. And thirdly, The voter register also now a tool for sensitize the public, the electorate on where they go able for vote on election day. In the past, we don't see situation where somebody get a voter ID card, where he go na the voting center, he present the ID card, they say no, your name not in the register. It's too late to remedy it. And that particular person there don't become disenfranchised from exercising in constitutional duty for take part and have a say in who will be in president for a 5-year term. So the reason why I make it good is that if I go and check if, take for example, they don't pull the voter ID register from last week. I check my voter for my name. I don't see my name at the register. I will go to ECSL and say, look, my card. But my name not there now on the register. And ECSL gets enough time for correct that error or anomaly there. But if you want to take the register, you put on the bed, you keep on the sidon you say you suffocate and you wait 2 days to the elections. Now you tell the puller. Then they not go left anyone in any doubt that you get intention for do bad thing. Now it make you they keep that voter register there, because if you don't get intention for do bad thing, it not cost you anything for pull that voter register then give it. And in the past, we don't get NEC as it then was. Publish voter register 2-3 months before elections. We don't want to get plabber for NEC, now ECSL, for publish voter register. Now the first thing is we get that plabber between political parties,
So,
the
so
citizen on one hand, and NEC or ECSL on the other hand.
okay, thank you so much for this. But why? What are the cause for this delay?
I wish I were able to tell you. I'm not able to tell you that one day, except I speculate. And if I am to speculate, I can give only 2 reasons why. One, it is possible that na incompetence causer, in the sense that probably NEC not able for put together the voter register age, which I doubt very much. Secondly, the other speculation is that they get intention for play uki with the elections.
Okay, so but when I don't take up.
Second,
Mm-hmm,
second,
mm-hmm.
the suspicion is that they must get intention for play uki with the elections.
Okay, I
Now it
don't get
make
that.
that they keep the voter register.
Okay, I don't get that. Thank you so much. But what did I try for ask now? As a political party, the main opposition main opposition at the country, when I don't take up this issue with NEC and other important stakeholders.
Um, I will tell you, say we don't write not less than 3 letters to NEC raising the issue of the publication of the voter register. One of the letters they will write first was on the 23rd. Uh, on the 23rd of March. You get another letter where we write on the 22nd of March. And lately, lawyer African also say when I in the legal advisor to the party, the NAC, the National Executive, don't write a letter to ECSL demanding the publication of the voter register. And also, I am a member of the PPLC, that is the political party's liaison committee, we made up of members of all political parties, ECSL, security forces, partners in the electoral process. We all day inside it. I don't did it on 2 occasions where Dr. Richard Conte don't request in everybody's presence the publication of voter register. All it get in reply is that we go publish her. Of course, you go publish her, but when? Because the when now very important.
Okay,
question.
thank you so much. But waiting the law say, what does the law say regarding publication of the voter register?
Of course, the law say if you don't do a final revised publication of the register 6 months before the elections. But Cycle John, let we forget about waiting the law say now. Let we talk about best practice. Let we talk about a practice where they bring credibility, not only to the institution of ECSL, but also to the integrity of the very person where they head ECSL. Because I believe, say, after yonder, it go one fend other side for go work. And if you lost in credibility at this point, would I go believe them in the future forget any work we get for do with honesty and integrity? So which is why we they call on them, say we are at crossroads. You know, posterity will judge her, and we hope say it will be on the right side of history because we don't see in our other countries how disputes with respect to electoral issues don't take a different turn. And we don't want that one day for we country, which is why we've adopted for the very peaceful measure of putting pressure on all concerned through our letters that we've written to ECSL and also through we media engagement, them including waiting and they do so now, for bringing to the attention of the public the relevant issues them way currently absent in the electoral process and we will be a problem if they not correct them ASAP.
Okay, thank you so much. And also, now I believe say we get international, like we get international partners, and these people are very important as well. They play a great role because I believe say some of them now members of certain, let's say, groups within the management of ECSL. So when I don't really bring this attention to them attention.
Um, every time we write to ECSL raising concerns about the voter register, we dey copy almost all we international partners we present in Sierra Leone, starting from the EU, the US, the UK, the UNDP, and many more. We also dey copy certain credible um, CSO them we get a mandate in election matters. So if not for engage, we don't engage the international community through being copied and also on a one-to-one basis because we believe say now through engagement we were able to resolve peacefully and to everybody's satisfaction issue of electoral processes where we get.
Okay, thank you so much. But this same concern we una get because I believe say if they not release this register, it dey affect not only una. I believe say it will also affect the ruling party. So they have don't raise similar concern, or na una no more raise such a concern.
Now we no more don't raise the concerns. Make no mistake about it. ECSL and the chairman of ECSL, they under the spell of the government. I'm sure that the ruling SLPP party, they get the information where they want as and when they want them. Hence, the reason why you see say they've been very silent on an issue where we feel say themselves for don't genuine for advocate for.
Okay, but so far the of course I not say well there are so many alliances because we understand we get cop them, we don't know whether they don't una don't finally do an alliance. But I was about to ask whether not only the APC they raise this concern or other opposition parties then back equally they raise the same concern.
I think I missed that. You came over for repeat yourself back, please.
Okay, I know say the internet. Okay, sorry. Well, you know no more now. Lawyer the Macauley will be the talk with him, but the okay, don't come back. What are they try for say? I say we get several political parties, even though we know say hello, you don't go back. I think issues then they now Freetown with the internet or so. You dey hearing me now? Can you hear me?
I still experience some technical hitch.
Okay. Okay, you dey hearing me now or is still no okay? Okay, fumble them una we dey listen and we they ask una for share and then una
Hello?
welcome again. Yes. Okay, we don't get lawyer Macaulay again. You dey hearing me now? Okay, fumble them like I be dey tell una just now we bring lawyer Adi Macaulay for can discuss very important issues them we the all people.
Okay, I can get you now.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you just tell Fambul them say we bring you come for discuss them very important national issues we get for do with the elections, and then una they raise a concern regarding the voter register and other issues them we ECSL supposed for do we as per wetin you say then they either renege or then they drag them foot for comply with waiting them supposed for do. So anyway, I mean, they try for ask whether now the all people Congress no more they raise this concern or other political party then other party then equally get the same concern una get.
Well, other parties then equally they raise the same concerns where we get. Well, as you know, we are the biggest party in the country. We are the biggest opposition party in the country. So you expect, say, we own voice could be louder than others. But yes, other political parties they don't raise the same issue.
Okay. Okay. So we know again when I've been to talk about the ID cards, that problem they una don't resolve them.
Well, it is not about resolving the problem of the quality of the ID cards. And if you come now and say you they stick on that issue, they say they will reproduce better quality ID cards, then you run the risk of interfering with the very calendar of the elections where they try to push for make it happen. So I think we've been very reasonable in monitoring the process, but also for being amiable, to things in a way, even though not right, but not going to affect, significantly the ability of the election for be free, fair, and credible.
Okay. So well so waiting una feel say una go able mitigate now then concerns them like the repercussion of using that ID card where somebody they see in face clearly or something. Una feel say una go able go into that without having problems or the problems they will una foresee they arise or una don't find way for
Well,
mitigate them.
well, ECSL don't give you the comfort. Say, don't forget, say, the voter register where the ECSL staff get forget. It is then a tablet, an iPad. And also, we expect, say, the voter register where they get for give to the political parties, where we get for print and put in a booklet, where we will get now each and every polling station will get the photo of the individual where they na the register. Just like it be happened in 2012 and 2018, where now a full-blown colored photo of the individual you get now the register with the agents that they use. So even if you come with a blurred voter ID card, we can look at your face and look at what you get before we not colored, and we go try for say yes, well, even though we not see the face properly on this, but the name and the details that we there, 19 we register we hold, and also you waiting before you face match waiting in at the register. So those are the issues that we don't allay some of the fears regarding the quality of the register.
Okay, thank you so much. But you know, feel say that is more or less risky. For example, we dey talk about let's say somebody want play games in the provinces, for example, let's say now the border between let's say Gambia to Guinea or Falaba to Guinea or Kailahun to Liberia. People and then are there remote areas and they you want play games. How somebody go critically able look at them thing and they then ID card for in order for prevent fraud from
Well,
happening.
we get information say the SLPP. I mean, these are just allegations that they ferried a lot of people from Liberia and Guinea for car register, and then people in the way they ferrying for car register, not get for coming in for can vote, and that they get the intention of using the voter ID cards of the people here for make people they know double vote. But I will tell you, say we are going to be extremely vigilant, more than an eagle's eye on that particular day. If you get the intention for rig elections, you are best advised that you don't try it because you'll be found out.
Okay, thank you so much. Fambule Bokuman, they ask who that we get today. And I just want to remind you, say, I just want to welcome you once more, especially the one that we just joined we. And today we get lawyer Ade Macauley, one of the APC lawyers and one of the prominent lawyers in Sierra Leone, and the former ACC boss. We get them today and it clear certain issues. We discuss about certain issues regarding the ECSL. So, Lawyer Macaulay, one can to you tweet now. I think this na issues then they you don't most times you they use your Twitter for pass on information and for raise concerns. So I get one before me here. I will read them directly and then so you go able for clarify issues. This recent post where you send, you say we the people will not allow ECSL and Kone and their paymasters to take us to the slaughterhouse with our eyes blindfolded. ECSL 3 weeks to elections has refused. One, refuse to publish the voter register where we don't just talk about, then they believe say we don't exhaust them. And then two, you say refuse to show us who developed the Tally software. So how what is the importance of this for publish this the Tally software? Hello? I think say we
I think I not get you, Yanda. You will please repeat your question again, please.
yeah, okay. You've been there, like I've been there, go through you Twitter feeds. Like, okay, you
Okay.
raise concern. We don't talk about the voter register where where when I say ECSL no, they refuse for publish them. Now almost how many weeks? 3 weeks to elections. But then you also talk about the Tally software. You say they not publish them as well. Who that developer? Una no know. And I say why it important for me una know.
Well, it is important for make we know, like the Russians and the Americans think you always say in the engagement, we trust, but we have to verify. And that is the issue here. Um, we take for them what say the software entirely system where they don't build, we don't know that build is safe. How safe we don't know. So we want to verify if it's safe. Um, if me na a programmer with a develop programming right software programs, are able to draw up a program whereby if they input a certain political party then figures into the tally system, the tally system will automatically do additions or subtractions without anyone picking it up because the person they do the feeding of the information when they type, when they populate and generate, the information, when they type the right thing, but the program itself, when it turn around the input and absorb them inside the system, go redirect itself and give out numbers the way they don't program and for give out. For let we ensure say that not happen, we don't go into an election in which we are doubtful. We ask that they give you access, supervised access to the tallying system, the ECSL IT system, for make sure say it is foolproof, it is fraud, prevented.
Okay,
We, 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 can, we cannot have a situation where we go into elections without us having access to the very program where we get for use for do tallying and transmission of results.
okay. Thank you so much. And then you also touch on something like, again, at the what you post based on that day you clarify for Fambulem. And then you also say they refuse for test that software day in the presence of all political parties. So is this the tradition?
It is the tradition. In fact, in the past, they're not just the call political parties at the point where they don't develop the software. Even in the process leading to the procurement of the vendor of the software. Now, all political parties, therefore, should agree on whether they feel, say, credible enough for build up the system for them. That, again, does help in terms of securing and enhancing the credibility of ECSL and the leaders of ECSL. But if everything about ECSL now secret, then it's very worrying for us.
Okay, thank you so much. And then I believe say we go one for you exhaust, then point them where you raise, because now ECSF be raise them so that Fambul them will actually know waiting at the una own concern, and then will fully understand. Because as I dey tell Fambul them, I deal with a lawyer at the Macauley, we na one of the lawyers them for the All People Congress, and one of the prominent lawyers na Sierra Leone, and a former ACC boss. And you say you know the one of the campaign managers na Western area, right?
Yes, deputy campaign manager for Samoa 2023
Okay.
presidential campaign.
Oh, okay, yeah. So now a very senior person within the APC we dey talk to. So it dey give una life that na the latest concern where the All People Congress Party get na in lawyer Macauley they talk to una, so they explain about. So you say also like una get like then all again refuse for tell una who na the vendor where they print them ballot papers them.
Nobody not tell we whether na the vendor where they print the ballot papers. Nobody not tell we how many ballot papers they procure. Nobody not tell we when they come. And in the past, and I still remember as early as 2007, I remember we Solomon Bayo was candidate then for the SLPP. Gona Lunge, together with Anesbai Kuma and other of the supporters there, for go receive the ballot papers, for verify how many pallets of the ballot papers they come and how many ballot papers each pallet contain. And not only that, who side they go store them, how secure it is, who they get access today, how do we all secure it in the way we know say nobody know they go there overnight for go open them and pull ballot papers them for stuffing of ballot papers as has been used in certain parts of the country. So it is not new. It is not an unreasonable demand that the ECSL subjects itself to integrity tests and questions, but this particular chairman, Mohamed Kone, don't prove very recalcitrant for open up and subject himself to scrutiny. But scrutiny he will be subjected to, because it is our right Sierra Leoneans to protect the constitutional, it is our right as Sierra Leoneans to protect the constitutional governance of the state. And anybody who want to destroy that governance system, they will meet they wait for them because we no go accept them.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's just go na the messages with Facebook messages. One Abdullah Kamara say, why una report this matter so late? You feel say una late for report for raise up then issues then, yeah?
Cycle John, let's just go back to me, to me, to me. Let's just go back to me.
Okay, fumble them as we dey give lawyer Adi Macauley some time for go through something and can give us certain information. I want remind una say we get lawyer Adi Macauley, one of the seasoned lawyers them na Sierra Leone and na the former ACC boss, and we get am today na year for discuss. E dey with we for discuss issues them we related to the ECSL. Okay, I think we don't get it now. You okay now?
Yes, okay now.
All
So
right,
so
okay.
basically, this is an issue where we know reason little. Probably after this session, I will send to you privately
Mhm.
the letters where the APC don't write regarding this particular issue, starting from the 23rd of March 2022, where we first start for raise this issue formally. But informally, we don't raise this issue from February, but formally we raise on the 23rd of March. We write a letter. April 19 or so, we write another letter to ECSL, and on the 22nd of May, the legal advisor to the National Advisory Council of the Committee of the APC NAC, African also write a letter before action requesting access to all the issues here. So not to say we not don't engage ECSL on this. So we don't engage. In fact, we get what we call PPLC, when are the political parties liaison committee. We made up of ECSL, representative from all the political parties, the police, one or two CSOs the way they deal with election matters. Now there we forgo we sit down. We deal with all the issues here we at the talk about so now, because now the very reason why I make them put that one, they say, look, for avoid a misunderstanding, then we get a group like this where NEC, PPRC, and everybody they interact. So if there are any questions, any concerns, we they raise and they are solved. We don't try the angle there. Myself and Dr. Richard Conte, I don't present with Dr. Richard Conte in the past 3 months. Don't ask pinpointed questions to the chairman of ECSL and also to one of his commissioners them as to the publication of the voter register. All they will say is, oh, don't worry, we will publish it. We don't can't to the point we left 3 weeks to elections. They still not publish the voter register. Now, he make some of we come on and do and raise the alarm. We get one parable. Say, when snake go attack frog na bush. The frog they fetch for one can na public. Na the tongue, middle tongue. So when the frog they jump in the can na the tongue, the snake they be them for can eat them. And when the people na the village see that scene, they see say they go for this. Make we as political parties don't begin for raise these issues publicly so that the public will become aware of the concerns where we get, and then self will know exactly that even their own right for vote, they are at stake because anyone probably we don't register for vote can go to a voting booth. You say, here we go, this is my voter card. They look at the voter register, they say, oh, paddy man, you name not in. So no go allow you for vote. So now I make with the raise the issue here for everybody. So this should not only be a concern for the APC, but it is also should be a concern for all well-meaning Sierra Leoneans that we want for exercise their franchise. And we want for see this with democracy, mature and mature, reach a point where with the trust with institutions then.
Okay, thank you so much. Once more, Fambule Muna we just join we talk to lawyer Adi Macauley, a former ACC boss, and then a senior lawyer in Sierra Leone. And we dey talk on ECSL, then they raise concern. They say ECSL refuse for publish the voter register, and then Boku then you know them. But lawyer, I see again in the same tweet, you say they no agree for make una audit their software, lay them audit am.
The ECSL chairman on the record for saying you know go allow anybody for audit the electoral management system. I mean, if you don't get anything for hide, why you know they allow let people then look at them? I mean, in 2018, the NEC opened up the whole system in a supervised fashion to all political parties and international partners for can for themselves say this electoral management system we don't build now a system we credible we not get any hidden tools for cheat or you know disadvantage any one of the political parties or favor any one of the political parties. So if you not get anything for hide, why they hide this particular thing? And I will tell you, Mr. Conner is playing a brinkmanship.
Okay, yeah, Famulem. I
He,
think we struggle a bit with the ability internet from Freetown. That make the line they go on and off. You dey hearing me?
the political parties. Me they hear
Okay.
you. I don't know if you they hear me.
Yeah. They hearing you now. The line been they just
So
go.
as I they say in the
Mhm.
final analysis, the political parties and international partners will eventually have access to that system and audit it for all it is worth. I mean, this is a challenge to Konei, the chairman of ECSL. If you don't get anything for hide, open up the system for audit, just like how all your predecessors them don't open up the system for audit. If Christian and top do am, Mfali do am, all the previous holders of that office they do am, why you they insist say we the people, the political parties, international partners, not for audit time. It
Okay,
means say you get something for hide.
yeah, lawyer. Let me just ask you again this other question. For allow people for audit, for example, or for do all what you say so, is it discretional or it is a mandate like the law say them for do am, or the law just say okay now the discretion of in the election commission boss?
When it comes to matters of integrity, let we forget about the issues of legality. If you na person we get integrity, we not get
But,
anything for
but
hide. You know they go hide behind the
no, lawyer Macaulay. Now, not well. Now you don't see say una don't talk like you say so. Una don't talk for the past month, like nothing not happen. So now it's like again we not go to bend on like somebody will get integrity or other things. Some people well, I know they say this man not get, or some people they not care about. They not put weight, heavy weight on integrity. So therefore, you they ask again, what in the law say? Does the law like demand ask that, say, okay, this person then for do then tier, then for allow una for, okay, for them for, of course, then for publish the voter register, then get a stipulated time, or the for make una audit again the software.
Of course, the law require the law require the ECSL boss for make public the
Voter register.
revised voter register. I believe it's section 13 or so of the Public Elections Act.
Yeah.
We include your name, your address, all you identifying details. The law
Yeah.
require that in the 6 months to election.
Mhm.
But again, as I say, we have matters of law, then we have matters of practice,
Mhm.
and the practice in the past, and this is based on international standards, is that you for open up to scrutiny. Not forget, say, election business, now business we get, but could doubt inside. For let people not get any doubt in you, you get for open up to scrutiny. If you don't get nothing for hide, there is nothing wrong to being open to scrutiny. Why the current ECSL management they refuse for being scrutinized is beggars belief. And the more they do that, the more the public they become suspicious, tension they high in the country. I mean, today alone, I get past 50 phone calls from concerned citizens asking question why this man so stubborn say go pull this voter register wey he those for go
I
team
think
up
say we
they refuse
okay.
for publish the voter register.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's
So like
say,
I say, I don't get more than 50 people call. I don't. Yes,
yeah,
go on.
the line, you line they come like on and off, on and off. Okay, so you they get me now clearly, right?
Okay. Make I give you this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, make I give you this. Cycle John. Let me play the devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
And if I were in court, this is how I will argue it.
Mm-hmm.
That in as much as the law no require the chairman of NEC of ECSL
Mm-hmm.
for allow the audit of the system,
Mm-hmm.
for give information as to who say they procure ballot,
Mm-hmm.
how many ballots they print, who say they keep them, how do they distribute them. Even though the law not specifically say na so here for do, but
Mm-hmm.
the law say the ECSL chairman for carry out in work with credibility and integrity, without fear or favor. And credibility and integrity involves you subjecting yourself to scrutiny. So me go argue, say, yes, the law requires for subject itself to scrutiny. And part of the scrutiny is to have the
Oh, okay, we don't lost him again. Fumble them. Una welcome. Una we just join we, but we dey get issues with the internet. Okay, you don't. Yeah, lawyer Macauley don't come back. Okay, continue from Musa you left.
so as I dey say, me go argue and say the even though we not get law way clearly say you for subject you forget the system audited, you for
Mm-hmm.
show side the print ballot paper, how many ballot paper you print. We not get specific law we tell you that one day, but we get a general law we govern the ECSL. We say this man we na chairman of the ECSL for carry out in work without fear or favor, and again for be somebody with credibility and integrity. So part of the test for determining whether he is credible and has integrity is for him to subject himself to scrutiny by the public and political parties. So I will say, stretching it, being a devil's advocate, arguing it in a very liberal manner that the law requires for subjecting itself to scrutiny, and part of that scrutiny involves the auditing of the NEC electoral IT system and also the protocols, the way they don't put together for run this election in terms of who side they count, how did they transmit election results from the polling centers to the district, from the districts to the regions, from the regions to the national. All them granular stages here, now stages the way we get for go through. And you know why? When you don't get a collation of all the numbers of votes, now the
Yeah, I think so we still they get issues.
you don't get
Mm-hmm.
you don't get a you don't get a collation and tallying of all the votes at center level. Then the center they pass on the numbers the way they get to the district. The district in turn they tally all the centers them, the numbers we don't come from the centers them.
Okay, Fambulem, we don't lost him again. The internet, I believe, say Sierra Leone, Freetown, to okay, you don't come back. Yeah, I think I see like you a bit
From
struggle with the internet. They come on and off, on and off.
yes, it's raining here, but let's just try for finish me thoughts train now. So basically,
Okay.
when the districts don't get the various figures them, when
Mhm.
the districts don't get the various figures them from the centers there, then they collate and add all the centers they within that district there, then pass them over to the region. The region self, they put together all the numbers we they receive from all the districts in that region, they pass out to the national. We don't go through them granular stages, then they make us see how anybody will come for can thief anybody in vote them. Because by the time we they reach up, we within at the bottom don't know who that win, who that don't win election. So anybody we intend for run away from that kind of process, they now somebody we don't plan yuki, and we know they accept them
Okay, so
because
una,
the law
mm,
requires say the
mhm.
law section 51 and 91 92 requires say we for go through that process there.
Okay, thank you so much for this clear explanation so that people can go understand what in the happen. But let's say now at least well corner in behavior or in conduct by refusing to make them tear public at this time, especially we're in a 3 weeks to elections. When I don't know, say, okay, you don't create some doubt in your minds. And then, but as a political party, what in una don't do now? What in are the safeguards for protect una you vote them we then people then get for vote for una?
We are going to be extremely vigilant and we count on the general public for also be extremely vigilant and for open your eye as they can say like mountain flat foot clean your ears for listen to half them because the way where this country they go we don't take the wrong direction and the only way we will be able to change the downward trend we don't they carry on at this country now for make sure say we get credible elections and if we get credible elections Cycle John, I go assure you say Madabio is a goner on the 24th of June 2023. In 3 weeks' time, Madabio will be gone because the people of this country will vote him out overwhelmingly.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So now, like, does it mean because now you say, okay, you don't call on people for be vigilant? Well, so this go down insinuate say if Kone not do wetin una say on time, una still dey go into elections. So am I correct?
Mr. Cycle John, I'm not in the position for make that call.
Okay.
I am not a member of the National Executive of the All People's Congress.
Mhm.
I am not a member of the National Advisory Committee, when are the second highest decision making body of the party. So I cannot make that call. But one thing I will tell you, that anybody will love Sierra Leone. We want the peace and unity of this country. We want this country for develop. We don't want to take we back to the dark days. To make sure say we get free, fair, and credible election. And if that means opening up to scrutiny, publishing voter register ahead of the polls, so be it. But then they will be the minimum that we expect of the ECSL.
Okay, thank you so much, Lawyer Adi Macauley. We really appreciate you. We hope and pray that the internet goes stable for the few more minutes we left with. Now, how prepared is the APC for these elections?
We are very prepared, and it is part of the preparedness where we exhibit so by calling out the ECSL.
Or we don't lost am again. Like if we complain earlier on, say it dey rain na Freetown. I believe say that they affect the internet. So now make it come on and off, on and off. So but we go it go come back, we will bring them again on air when he settle down. But like Fambulem, as una said yeri, lawyer Adi Macauley be they explain about concern we then the APC get regarding they say the head of the ECSL, that the head of the Electoral Commission, when Mr. Kone, he refuse, he still they refuse for publish the voter register. They allow, they not, allow it again for the political parties, them audit the software or the IT management system. And it don't raise some very, very important thing we get for do with the elections where they come. So again, una don hear ask am whether if the APC go into elections, if even if Kone refuse for do then tier, but he say they in the position like for like make any proclamation on that, whether they will go or not, then they left with the high body within the APC for decide. But again, I be they ask lawyer Ade Macaulay as well. I ask him about well how prepared they are. He say well the APC then prepare and make self then they hold the neck to account for those certain things we then supposed for do. But unfortunately we don't lost them for now because I believe say the internet the Hamburg he say it dey rain na Freetown. So but fumble them una continue for watch we and una continue for share the links so that make we get as many people as possible for watch the program. But we dey bring again tomorrow we get Dr. Richard Conte for come and talk on national issues them again. And then I believe say Wednesday we get Charles Francis Magai, leader of the PMDC, for can talk again on same national issues about the elections. Because say right now, Sierra Leoneans them like you have been bombarded with well, campaign messages and politicians and they go now in our homes, now in our villages, some man na house to house campaign they do for convince una for make una vote for them. So again, after this program, we get forget DJ Bass, one of the legend as well of the DJs them na Sierra Leone. We don't host a lot of people, don't preach about peace. You don't talk to youth them, young people them for be conscious, and then like for know waiting them want, identify them want. You don't talk about a lot of issues, but instead forget and now by God empowered by maybe after this program we get forget DJ Base for Come Talk. And yeah, this we like this platform, like una know now, for the past weeks, of course, for the past since 2015, it dey in existence. Would they interview people, would they interview leaders, stakeholders, civil society activists for talk on national issues. This now we own contribution for develop our country by highlighting problems and then profiling solutions. Because like wetin lawyer the Macauley be dey talk just now, elections business na a very serious business, because una elect people them where they come dey at the helm of affairs for the next 5 years. So 5 years, not to 5 day, not to 5 minutes, so na 5 good years. So una the voters them, una need for think wisely, una need for analyze. I mean, don't bring na one civil society activist, somebody where they talk about good governance, they advocate for good governance. We don't come with you don't explain to winner how people them for do analysis, how them for analyze, especially for able make an informed decision during elections, where you go na that ballot voting safe day for that polling station, where you don't go, then don't go give you ballot paper for vote. So people they need for analyze. Una like I can tell me people them all the time say one, most of una don't experience different government from Pakaba in time. Me no they go to Seka Stevens, I know they go to Momo or MPRC. I they take from the table we get democracy. From Pakaba in time, most of una don't experience, una know wetin they go on, or una know wetin mean they go on at that time. Una know wetin na una experience. And come EBK, Anes by Kuruma APC, INSEF come from 2007 to 2018. Una know wetin una been the experience. And now from 2018 to 2023, una know. So una dey in a better position for look at the back, una look at the present, then una listen to the manifesto, una know say, okay, dem don rule we in the past. So all man don can give promise. E just start like somebody wey wan go married, you dey make all kind promise. Some man dey make all kind promise, But in this case, una don get the experience. Una don experience governance. Una don see, una lives then dey. Una know wetin how una dey feel. Now una like I can say now una wear una shoe. Now una know how and who side e dey hurt una. So now based on them them parameters una go able for make una own conclusion, una decide who da for vote for this 2023. Because this 2023 I believe say na a very important elections. I believe say all elections were important, but this one again, I believe this particular one is very, very important, because now 5 years again. So if you now 40 years, 5 years you don't go 45. If you now 45, now na 50 now they go next. So whether now if na success, fine, that na luck you don't get. But if na retrogression back the come, then again you guys like, okay, now other Boku story. And what is sad about the situation na salon, like we dey see people in the dance up and down, where politicians and go dance before una all happy, or they can sing, music play. Una no dey go sit down. Most of una no dey go sit down. think about manifesto or think about development, what you una dey vote for? Una ask una self. Why una for vote for APC? Why una for vote for SLPP? Now these are the questions una for ask una self. But some people as long as na dem party dey na power, like dem dey die self with hungry, they ready for defend the system. They will tell you, some people go even accept, say yes, we agree, say things are hard. We agree, say government not try, then don't fail, but they'll vote for them back. Some man go even tell you, say, then that in that sarcastic manner, then they tell you, say, well, when somebody fail, you for allow them for repeat. But me, I dey tell you, I say, government them around the world, politicians them, like, if somebody no able fix una problem, the country problem, you not get business for do in governance. So whether now na APC or na SAPP, where they're not capable, if they don't have the capacity, then they are not capable for solve the problems, they not get nothing for do in government. This is just me, to me, how I take government or politicians. You understand now, like somebody, whether you sabi drive or you not sabi, but you know go tell me, say no, I sabi small. So you know they go give you motor car to somebody who is sabi small, because it dey go cause accident. So government or governance, you go elect somebody who no know how for govern, who no sabi, and instead go count people who no sabi, then now they can wreck the country because they no sabi. So una get for really sit down and think. But some man not even know, well, maybe you ask some people, they not even know wetin na development. So this na serious issues where I believe, say, una get for look into before una take decisions. So I think, say, we no able forget lawyer Adi Macauley. It been the rain heavily in a Freetown, but let me just see if we will get am again. We will see if we will able get them, and then we'll bring them back online and see whether we'll continue the conversation. But it is almost time now to we schedule time.
Cycle that the internet they play up.
Okay. Yeah, so I think, say, well, maybe we go likely maybe fix for another date, because the internet they play up.
Not do another date.
Yeah, because the internet they play up now Freetown. So maybe we'll go fix another date so that we'll continue and end this topic we don't begin. So
And he can send to you the letter, all the letters that will send to ECSL regarding this, yeah?
okay.
Probably
So
if you get website, then another website you go put that there. Or you go use that in una programs, so when I get evidence, until we APC don't they raise the issues here with ECSL.
Okay. Fumble them, like I tell, like I mean, explain to una. We get for call lawyer Adi Macauley again, because the internet they get a problem. I don't like contact, but the internet they still get a problem. So he will join me again, but we they invite him for come clarify further issues them we will get we you don't highlight. So maybe till we get them back, maybe then we don't resolve the problems, the concerns them we they raise with the ECSL. Or if we go let una know by God in power, it go come na again for can explain to una. So until then, fumble them. Na me na Psycho John, and I dey say tata. Una thank you for watching.